So today we are going to be doing some impossible, unanswerable questions. I think I'm going to ask 20 questions here today. Unfortunately, I am not coming up with all these questions myself. I am using a website. I'm just not that original. It was hard for me to sit down and try to think of sort of impossible or theoretical type questions. So I'm definitely using a website. So if you see me looking over in that direction, in that general direction, it's because I am reading the questions off of the website. I can link the website in the description box below if anybody is interested in that. I think they have some pretty interesting topics. But along with asking you the questions, I'm going to be typing them with my keyboard here. And this will be under the mic here. And then along with that, I will be writing down all of your answers in this small notebook here. I have some different pens and pencils in front of me, so I'll be using those different tools to get your answers written down on pen and paper because your answers are very important to me. Okay, so again, we're going to do 20 unanswerable questions. So the first question is, when do you think time began? When did time begin? A follow-up question, do you think that time was created by a person and we just kind of took that person's word for it? Because personally, I think time is subjective. And speaking of time, if you can guess what time of the day or night I'm recording this video, I may or may not pin your comment just because I think it is absurd what time I'm recording this video. Okay, so moving on. Do you think that we as a species invented math, or did we discover it? That was a pretty interesting question. What do you think? Okay. Interesting. I'm trying to get some writing sounds that are fairly close to the mic without fully bumping it, but if you're a regular on my channel, you know I'm a little clumsy when it comes to the mic. Okay, so question number 3. Where does a thought go when it's forgotten? Hold that thought. Okay, I'm ready. So, this happens all the time, right? You have a thought and you think it's a great idea or whatever it may be, and then sometimes you just forget about it. Where do you think that thought goes? Crazy, right? Okay. Okay, next question. Do you think we have free will, or do you think everything is predetermined? I know a lot of people believe in fate, or maybe God's plan, the universe's plan, whatever it may be. Do you think that we have free will? Or has your life already been mapped out for you by some unknown entity? That's crazy. Okay. If you also hear this like still noise in the background, that's on my end. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Okay. Next question. Is there life after death? This should be an interesting read in the comments later. What do you think? Is there life after death? And even if you don't agree with life after death, what's your thoughts? What do you think happens after death? Okay. 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 Great. Next question. Can you tell me, what are dreams? What are dreams? Answering in real time here. I feel like they're just kind of our thoughts and just experiences played out in our head like little movies. If that makes any sense. Okay. Next question. What is the goal of humanity? If you think there even is one. Honestly, these questions are actually making me think, and some of these are pretty interesting. I have a urge to respond and answer them in the videos, but I'm not sure if you'd be interested in my responses. Let's see. How long will you be remembered after you die? I feel like that definitely depends, right? Like it has to. People like Pablo Picasso will be remembered well after his time. Presidents, things of that nature. I feel like it depends on status, unfortunately. Or even just lasting relationships and effects you could have on people. Okay. This one I think is kind of funny. What do you think came first? Do you think... Let me rephrase. Which orange came first? Was it the fruit or the color? Why? Okay. Next, let me see where I'm at. I believe I've asked 9 questions so far. I think I've skipped one. This is my second skip. Who do you think decided what's wrong and what's right? Okay. Okay. Good. Next question. What is freedom? And does it really exist? What is freedom? And does it really exist? Yeah. Okay. This is sort of a basic question, but I feel like it's still fun to ask. What do you think came first? The chicken or the egg? Unfortunately, this is a question that I never have an answer to. I don't know why, but this is one of those questions that everybody asks all the time. And it just baffles me to a point of no end. And I just don't ever have an answer for it. Okay, the next question is more personal. What makes you you? What do you think makes up your personality? By the way, I'm only accepting nice answers here. So if you're deciding to answer negatively, I'd like you to rearrange your thought process. Take a deep breath, get in a better mindset, and find something to be grateful for about yourself. There is always, always something to be grateful for, and I want you to remember that. And then just for fun, can you tell me something that you love about yourself? Anything. Anything at all. It can be something spectacular, it could be something small, it doesn't matter. Just anything. Self-love is a beautiful thing. What age should a person be considered old enough to die of old age? One more time. What age should a person be considered old enough to die of old age? Like if you're in your 60s, did you die of old age? How about 70s? 80s? 90s? And another just for fun question, what age do you think is considered old? Is it 30? Is it 25? Personally, I think it has to be like 35. 35 to 40. I feel like that's when you're considerably, subjectively old. Please don't take offense. Okay. This one is interesting. Okay. How do you know you're not crazy and just hallucinating your entire life? That one's crazy. How do you know you're not crazy and just hallucinating your entire life? Imagine. Imagine. Another just for fun question. Do you think we're in a simulation? Sorry. I don't know. Okay, this one I think goes on a little bit more of a deeper level. To what degree have you been able to control the course that your life has taken? One more time. To what degree have you been able to control the course that your life has taken? So, for example, what kind of actions have you taken in your life to get you where you are today? That's my little sample of the question. I see it as asking, how in control of your life are you? Okay. And this one, I actually really like this question. It asks, is the earth alive? And I'm really curious to hear your answers as well. So if you're still awake or still watching, please put your answers to this question, if not all of them, or just your favorites in the comments below. I would love to read these answers. I actually really like these questions. So what do you think? Is the earth alive? Okay, how about this one here? Why are you here at this very moment of your life? Why are you here spending this time with me at this very moment in your life? Why? Okay. Another question here. I believe I have two more. If I skipped my proper questions, I believe I have two more questions left to ask you. If we need to follow rules at all costs, then why do we make exceptions to these rules? If we need to follow rules at all costs, then why do we make exceptions? Sometimes rules are just meant to be broken. No. What a cliche answer. I am not accepting that answer. Just kidding. Whatever you want to tell me. Okay. Okay. And the very last question I'm going to ask tonight. Do you think there is an end to the universe? Or does it just keep going? Wow. Honestly, I think you had some really interesting answers. As you can see, I took really diligent notes. I don't like to waste paper, so I typically use this same sheet for all of these kind of videos. Look at the back. Okay. Well, awesome. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day or night or whatever time it is for you to sit here and go over these questions with me. I can't wait to read your answers in the comment section below. Again, if you can guess what time you think I'm recording this video, I may or may not pin your comment. I most likely will, as long as it's not just a bland comment of guessing a time. But on a serious note, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I really am excited to hear your answers to these questions. So, yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you soon.